So sending everyone this beautiful little rose today, and I'm going to pick an affirmation card from the deck. Let's see what affirmation is meant for all of us today. I absolutely love shuffling and then picking a random card, because then you know that, I'm just moving my handbag here, then you know that it's meant to be for you, for us, because it's in the moment and you really feel into it. Good morning, Tokyo. Okay, here we go. Whatever I can imagine, the universe can deliver. I trust in the universe, and I know I am limited only by my imagination. I create the space for my life, and the universe delivers. That's a good one. What is it that you guys are feeling like you want the universe to deliver at the moment? Think about that and then really sit with it and feel it. I know what I'm wanting the universe to deliver. That is a very good night's sleep tonight, because my little children, 3 gorgeous little boys, have been keeping me up through the night. And today, I must say, I'm feeling a little tired, which is why it's a wonderful time to do Wellness Wednesday with an incredible woman named Sasha, and she is the founder of Ilia Beauty, and I absolutely love using Ilia Beauty products. I'm going to use a few of the products with you today. I actually have the skin tint on now. This is amazing, so good, and sits so beautifully on your skin. And I love her mascara, which I haven't applied yet because I want you guys to see the difference when I actually put the mascara on, because it's amazing and it's natural, and I love the natural makeup look. And especially when you're tired, as I was saying, through lack of sleep and, you know, just juggling life with my business, Cora Organics, and my 3 children and my wonderful husband. You know, I'd love to have a little more sleep, but when you don't have the time to have as much as you want, it's good to know a few good beauty hacks. Like I have a lot of skincare beauty hacks, and Sasha has a really a lot of hacks with makeup, natural beauty hacks with makeup. So I'm excited to learn more, and I'm going to add her now. Let's see, add, oh, there's questions we can answer, a couple of those later. Let's add, let's see here. Here we go. Ilia. Here we go. Sasha to join us. Let's see. There you are.
Hi, Miranda. Wow.
How are you?
Good. I was just, sometimes you don't know till you go live how close you are, and I think I was right in there.
Oh yeah.
We went live.
But it also, it changes when you have 2 people on the screen.
It did. I felt like I went down because I had so much headspace before. These are things that you guys don't need to know about, but we do want to frame it properly for you so that you can see what we're doing. But yeah.
It's so good to see you. Thank you for coming on.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
And you have 2 little girls, right?
I do, and I was just listening to your story, and it made me remind of that time when I was in the office, and I think my second little girl was 4 months old, and she was going through her 4-month sleep regression, which I didn't have with my first. I actually didn't even know this existed, but some children, I guess, at that time don't sleep for more than 45 minutes, and I literally like fell over at work. It was, you know, and you know, you're probably just going as like you just have to go, but when they're not sleeping, for those out there that don't have kids, enjoy it. For those that do, we hear you when it's happening.
We hear you and we feel you, and don't worry about my delirious like because it happens to the best of us.
No, you look good. Your skin looks amazing, because sometimes when, you know, we don't have enough sleep, our skin gets more dehydrated, as you know, and your products, great skincare, Core Organics, anything that can deliver that hydration, which I believe yours do so beautifully, is really important to keep that freshness to the skin.
Thank you. I had an appearance this morning where I was like, you know, live and talking about skincare and whatnot. And then I like washed off my makeup, and then I started afresh with my moisturizer, and then the Noni Glow face oil, and then your beautiful super serum skin tint on top. And I use number 8.
Yeah.
And I'm obsessed with it. It just gives my skin this look that it just feels like it's my skin, but it's like the best version of my skin.
Absolutely.
So it just kind of covers imperfections, but not in a way of like full coverage. It like is breathable, and I am obsessed with it. So
thank you. Thank you.
Very
Yeah,
much.
no, that was the intention. That product was actually created in not this bathroom, a much smaller bathroom with my first child, who was hanging off my leg, I think, in the morning, and I was trying to apply my SPF and my makeup, and I thought to myself, you know what, I just want to put this together and try and save some time. And so yes, our children inspire us in so many ways.
They do. And it's just, I mean, I don't know. I just think it's so good as a mother to have like or anyone really, to have like quick, because life is so busy these days. Everyone's wanting those quick little hacks that can make you look fresh and well rested. Actually, our new eye cream helps with that. I don't know if I sent you this, but this is our new eye cream. Yes, and
I love it.
Also another step that I do every day, because it just hydrates and strengthens that eye area, and it really puts that vitamin C, because it has 5.5% vitamin C.
Wow.
Into the eye area. And the before and after photos of people using it, it's just mind-blowing to see the difference that it makes. Yeah,
you can even see it just like brightened. I just put it underneath and immediately brightened that side of my face.
Yeah, so, definitely.
Yeah, it's really nice. I love, you know what, it has such a nice texture. I'm really picky about eye cream, and what I like about this is that it actually really sinks into the skin. And I'm using it also for a bit of a makeup prep, especially concealer and things like that. And I believe you do need hydration there. Otherwise, it can start to look really crepey around the eyes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've absolutely fallen in love with this. And I think it feels like it's sinking in and hydrating, but not too quickly, because sometimes I feel like there'll be serums or different eye serums that will not actually hydrate. So I love that this is delivering amazing hydration.
Yeah, it has in there, it has ginseng, it has cloudberry in there, it has kakadu plum, which is the highest form of naturally occurring vitamin C. And it's an ingredient from Australia. And another ingredient from Australia is kangaroo paw flower.
Oh,
so it's a flower that looks like a kangaroo's little foot, but it's a flower. And it works on strengthening that and, you know, helping with the wrinkles around the eye area. So
beautiful. Yeah, no, I love the feel of it. It's like, sometimes too, eye creams, I feel like they move around in your skin, and this one just kind of stays put, and it's like you can feel it's like it sinks in like a pulsing hydration, which is, I don't know, especially if you're tired, you haven't slept, it's really, really nice to have that too.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing. Can you tell like anyone who's watching that hasn't heard your story, like how it all began with Ilia?
How it all began. Yeah, I mean, so originally I'm from another Commonwealth country like Miranda. I'm from Canada. From Vancouver, Canada, and I'd worked as a creative director. I'd traveled the world, and I had a bit of a midlife crisis when I was 30 and returned home to move in with my parents, which some people, I thought, oh God, what am I doing? Because I'd like left a home, an engagement, all these things, and really, I didn't have to live in the house. I got to live next to the garage in a little suite, so I had my own space.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but it was a moment of saying, like, even listening to the affirmations today, of giving myself some space to think and some time, you know, about what I really wanted. And it was there completely by accident that I started playing around with more products. And my mom, actually, who hadn't seen me for 12 years, was looking at a lot of my products, and I was suffering from acne. I still have some today, but it was so much worse. And she'd never really had any, but she had drier skin. And she said, my skin's dry. You know, you have this issue, but you should really start looking at these products that you're putting on your skin and what's in them. And she said, there's something else I need to tell you. I'm doing chelation therapy because I have metal in my body from what we found out is my lipsticks. And I don't always tell that part of the story, but many people may not know, or you do, that we all expel different things differently. And some people have an affinity to absorb more metals, and others you know, it's like alcohol. Some people can process it better, others can't, and same with metals. So
Yeah.
she was having like a bit of a lead poisoning situation. So anyways, that really opened my mind to start looking at ingredients, looking at products. And what I really wanted was makeup that said what it would do, but also incorporate some skincare aspects. And I just felt like I couldn't find it aesthetically, color-wise. I mean, there's some beautiful brands that were out there and very beautiful high-end ones as well, but I just felt like there was something missing in the middle between that and what you would find at the natural food store. So I took a lip tint that I had from Europe for a dozen years, and I thought, I'm gonna try and recreate it. And it was time in my mind, and 2 years later I walked into a little store in Vancouver and asked if they would carry it, and that's how it all began.
Wow, that's amazing. And I absolutely love your lip products. I mean, this one in particular is called, what is it called?
Runaway.
Runaway. Runaway or runway? No, Runaway.
I think, yeah, Runaway, like what I did when I left and moved back home.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful color, and it gives your lips like incredible moisture and the tint. Honestly, your lip like products are like all that I use, because I'm always like wanting to have something in my pocket, something to use. I'm obviously very cautious about what I put on my skin and on my face, because I know and I read all the ingredients, and that's the whole reason why I started Cora.
Yes.
Because I was so surprised. My mum was actually the reason why I started my skincare line as well, because when I was 16, she got diagnosed with cancer in her spleen. And so a friend of hers said, look, read this book. It might be really useful. It was called The Chemical Maze, and it explained all the different chemicals that were in all the products in our home, whether that be packaged goods that we had in the pantry, or household cleaning products, laundry detergent, or skincare, hair care, makeup, all of the products. So we did like a 360 clean out at that time.
Right.
Or at least we tried to get products that were less toxic.
Right.
And in doing that, we then realized that for me, I wanted my skincare, because it's the largest organ on your skin, I wanted it to be certified organic, because then you have that real purity, and you have a third party that's looking over everything that you're doing, and you don't have to take my word for it. It's like they are making sure it's the purest and most potent that it can be.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's how Cora was originally like thought of. But you know, at the time I was too young, and then I was modeling and made the money, and then I invested the money in creating my own skincare range, and I launched in Australia in 2009. And then we only launched internationally in 2017. We launched in America. And now we're over 30 countries in, you know, physical stores, but we ship to 120. And I think it's the same with you guys, right? You're in 20 countries now?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, similar timing. The idea was around 2008, 2009, and then it took 2 years, and it launched in May of 2011. And to be honest, I didn't really have any money. It was very, very infantile in the way it was started. There wasn't very much of a business plan. And that's just an encouragement to those out there that if you have an idea and you really believe in it, and you find the right people to believe in it with you, you can take it far. But yeah, started that way, and then walked into little boutiques. I mailed off a package to Colette in Paris, which we all remember as that beautiful lifestyle store. ABC Home in New York. Those were the lifestyle stores of those days, and just started slowly building a repertoire. Net-a-Porter launched with beauty on them. We were one of the first 6 to go on, and it took time. I actually feel like the brand, for those that may have known it, which not many do, from 5 years ago, it was definitely, there was different packaging. So we're in a second phase of packaging where the logo is more visible, it's a bit brighter. And I think that with Super Serum Skin Tint and some marketing and a capital raise really changed our pathway. And then you're in Sephora as well. Sephora made such a huge difference for us as a partner. And so now we're in all Sephora doors. And the Super Serum Skin Tint is the #1 selling foundation.
Yeah,
so, I know.
That is amazing. Is that just across clean or across like the whole
The whole deal?
And I know why, because I'm obsessed with it. Like, I could cry because that's how much I love it. Like, I'm like, yeah. This product, I think everyone needs to try it. It's like a game changer. And me being in the industry since I was 13, I'm now 38, and I haven't used a product like this. And that's why it's so good, because it doesn't matter if you're into clean beauty or not. This product is just great regardless. I mean, you guys,
thank you.
I know how hard it is to formulate, because I'm constantly pushing the boundaries, especially with clean beauty. And it's not easy. It's more challenging. So how you did this, I don't know, but congratulations, because it's incredible.
Thank you. Yeah, that's the fun part, you know. That's what keeps me going every day. But yeah, absolutely, really excited about it. It's a different product. I think for those that are expecting more of a foundation or a traditional foundation that's fuller coverage, perhaps more of a, you know, a faster dry down that dries matte. This is its counterpart, you know, of something a little bit more moisturizing, more dewy, more glowy, which, you know, I believe for skin to look vital and fresh, like we talked about with moisture in the beginning, same with makeup. You know, if you apply too much powder, or you are applying something that's going to be drying it more, making it look more matte, you want to make sure that you're doing it in just the right places, because if you do it everywhere, I do believe it can make the skin look older, you know, and you can look more tired. So it's important, at least for us at Ilia, to really make that skin look and feel alive, and to do that with those ingredients in there that are helping to boost its vitality.
And you have niacinamide in here.
We do.
Hyaluronic acid.
Yeah, we do. I'll put a little bit on. So I like to give it a good shake. You know, we have to mix everything up, but there's niacinamide, there's hyaluronic acid, we've got squalane, which is, it's called an oil, but it's not. It's a fatty ester, which I think is such a great emollient for hydration. And we use it in a lot of products now. It's also non-comedogenic, safe for sensitive skin, dermatologist tested, and squalane in general being non-comedogenic, that's important for me because I break out from so much. So really looking to also cater to those that have more skin sensitivities like psoriasis, you know, eczema, rosacea, you know, things that can get triggered really easily. And I think that's one thing that's made me the most proud, is hearing people who have these skin sensitivities like I've suffered from in the past or have dealt with, and seeing that this product is starting to make an improvement. Niacinamide is an amazing refining ingredient. It kind of almost micro exfoliates, and it has so many benefits for the skin. So that, along with everything else, is really, I think, what sets this product apart. There's also allantoin, which nobody talks about enough, and we need to talk about it more, but it really helps with inflammation, and it's in there at an active level as well. So I'm just, you know what, this light that I have, I should ask you what light you use.
Oh, I have like a special light. Let me show you the name of it. What is it? So it's Photo TIX.
Photo TIX. Okay, I'm gonna have somebody to write that down on my team.
I use it. I can send you. Oh, now I'm just trying to fix it. I use it for everything, like photo shoots, everything.
Okay, it's amazing. It looks really good. I'm in like a bit of a backlit area here, but as you can see, and I did apply a bit of your moisturizer, the turmeric, actually first. I don't know if you guys have that.
Yeah, this one's actually really good for all skin types. Like if you even have breakout prone skin, it's amazing for it. It calms down the inflammation. It has the licorice root there. It has the turmeric, which is anti-inflammatory. But it's also really great if you have dry skin, because it balances it out. So this product is really, really great.
Yeah, turmeric, and when I saw that, I was like, oh, exciting, that's inflammation. And so much of the skin, when there's issues, it's usually inflammation-based, just like it's the same in the body. Because I love actually having turmeric in like my drinks in the morning. And
I agree. I believe in that beauty on the inside and the outside, and like really finding ingredients that I actually love to eat, like turmeric, like the noni, and apply topically to my skin. Even the kakadu plum. That's the way that my mum introduced me to have actual vitamin C, is through kakadu plum powder.
Oh, wow.
It's the highest form of naturally occurring vitamin C. So that's why I was like, oh, I want to use that for our vitamin C serum. So
amazing. Yeah, I think vitamin C, I really believe in it. And At Ilia, we believe in similar ingredients like that, some that are definitely, you know, have been in the industry for a long time. Niacinamide, vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, those are tried and true ingredients that have been tested, like, and have tons of data behind them. They are usually very efficacious and work, and we are adding them at efficacious levels. So I think that's something else to be noted that does make a difference in the product. If we call out an active, it means that it's in there at a level that has been clinically tested to show an improvement to the skin. So,
and that's the most important thing. Like, I just don't want to use products because they're healthy for me. I want them to be clinically active and results driven. And that's what I love about both of our products. They really are super active and results driven. Like, Cora really helps with your skin, like, you know, glow, and your products really help. Like, there's no point in putting something on it just because it's natural, you know. It's like,
oh yeah. No, people I think want things to work today. We all want things to work, you know, and we want to know how they're working, you know, and if we can see that difference in our skin, it's one thing to say it, it's another thing to start seeing it. And I think, you know, that's what's really important. But you can see, like, I've added that in. I took about a dime size amount, and then you can apply with a brush, but you give it a shake, and I like to apply it like a moisturizer. And I just, you know, that would be the tip. Some people go in with beauty blenders and things, and with this, I say, give it a good shake, apply it like a moisturizer, and test. Maybe you want more moisture underneath. Maybe you want less. Maybe you want to use, this is also your Noni Bright, maybe you want to use a serum, like your vitamin C serum.
The vitamin C serum's really good underneath makeup as well.
Yeah,
and that's the first certified organic vitamin C serum in the world, and it won an Ilia Best of Beauty award. Well, so did the moisturizer, won an Ilia Best of Beauty award too.
Congrats.
Thank you, because I think it's important, and your products have won awards too. It's like you feel so proud because they're like your little babies, and they're winning these awards and having that recognition in a beauty industry that's really hard because it's oversaturated by so many different products.
Yes.
So,
there's lots out there. There's lots out there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna keep applying. I don't know. Am I going out of order here? I feel like I start to run through.
No. We're all learning from you. What step do we do next?
Okay, so stepwise, I'm gonna cheat. I like to add a little bit of our concealer, and I'm just gonna pop. Of which you don't. For me, I'm Mediterranean, so I feel like I just need to add a tiny bit over top. You could put it underneath if you have a concealer. Ours is great. It pairs really well with it. It's our True Skin Serum Concealer. It also has vitamin C in it that's stabilized. Wow. Just really helps to brighten and even. And some people like to put it underneath. Some people like to put it on top. I just use it to brighten a few extra areas. And then from there, once you kind of have your base set, I like to go in with a little bit of color. And I think that you would like this one, which is
this
Color
is a
Haze.
new one. Yes.
This one is newer. So we have a multi-stick that has been around for a long time, which is more of a lip and cheek. And then Color Haze is like it's a bit more, it's not as dewy, I would say. It starts off dewy, but it kind of dries down to a more natural flush, a little bit different than the multi-stick, but it has this great little applicator.
Oh yeah, I have the multi-stick here, which I love.
Well, that looks like the original packaging.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we have to get you a new one.
This is, because I've had this and I love it. And it's called a Fine Romance multi-stick, multi-usage. Like, I love it. But I think I'll do that after because it's a little bit brighter. So this one.
Yeah, so this is, what's nice about this is it has this little metal tip applicator, which means you can get really definitive on where you want to add your color. And when I like to add blush, whatever it is that I'm adding, I like to smile and find the apple of the cheek. You and I both have nice apples.
Yeah.
I know. I had big cheeks as a kid. That was my nickname.
Same. I have big cheeks too.
Now my dad used to say he called me Cheeks. And so I find the apple, and then I like to take a brush. You can absolutely use your fingers to dot, but we have it's called a perfecting brush, which is similar to a kabuki.
And then I get one of those.
Yeah, it's really, you know what, you can use, and I think showing both techniques is great because fingers blend products in the best. I really believe fingers first.
From all the industry, like all the years in the industry, I noticed a lot happening like
with the fingers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really blends the product the best. But you can see it's such a natural flush.
Oh, it's really good. I love this.
Yeah, right away. You're using the shade, I think, before today, which is like kind of like a soft mauve.
Oh yes, it's a before today.
Yeah, and then this one is Waking Up, which is a little bit more of kind of, you can see the shade there, you know, a little bit on the tube, but it's more of like a, I don't know, like an earthy nude, but it almost turns a bit peachy on the skin in a very soft way. So I'm just going to go to the other side, just a little dot, and then blend, blend, blend. I like to drag it down into the hollow of the cheek and then blend up.
Oh.
Because naturally, if you were to be flushed, it would carry down to this area. So
Okay.
I almost do like a circle and then kind of go back as well, almost like, I guess it would be like half of a C, really, going both ways.
I often with my cheeks, I like
Yeah.
have to do it like a little higher
To make it look a bit like lifted in a way on the sides.
so I'm a little more lifted. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because my face will be like otherwise like hanging down.
Going down. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I think there's lots of different techniques depending on the shape face. I'm sure you've learned that also out in the industry with different makeup artists. So yeah, so that's really easy. And this can also be used on lips. You're not supposed to necessarily use it on the eyes, but sometimes I do cheat and do that. Even
I'm going to put a little up there.
Yeah.
I often do something that goes like lip, cheek, eye. Kind of like, I'm not really sure why, but it just kind of feels more balanced.
You know what? It's like it kind of pulls the face together when you've got a bit of a monochromatic lip going.
Yeah. And what I like to do with your little what's it called? A balm, a pigment.
Yeah.
I like to put it on my hand like this, and then I like use that as like almost like paint, like a little paint station.
Yeah, yeah, it is like a little painter in a way.
Yeah,
it's very much like a little painter. And then even just to see it so pretty with your top, it just kind of pops everything and pulls it together.
Yeah.
I love actually pairing colors with clothes. I mean, you don't want to look, so to say, matchy-matchy, but if you have a tone in your clothes, like there's a little bit of orange in my shirt, for example, by using something that has like a warmth to it like that, it kind of pulls some of that out and just brings your look together. That's a little tip, I think, from a color standpoint on how to work with some colors.
Yes. And then what lip do you like to use?
I love our Balmy Tint as well. I mean, we have Color Block, which is a lipstick, which is bold. You know, it's actually got about 4 times more pigment than the Balmy Tint, but Balmy Tint was our first. It's our tinted lip conditioners reincarnated, which I know you remember from like a decade ago.
Amazing.
This is the shade Lady. It's more of a cranberry tone.
Ooh,
so
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think now that it's kind of getting more chilly, it's a little bit more fall-like.
I also have Wanderlust.
Oh yeah, that's like that's really pretty. That's like more of like a berry.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like the shades. Most of these, I feel like you can't go wrong.
They're good
really
to kind
wearable.
of layer as well.
You can absolutely layer them. There's like, they look sometimes similar when you look at them, but they're not. Yeah. Once you put them on the lips, there's definitely a point of difference and a really, really moisturizing formula. So
yeah, these two are different for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, you can see. No, and they just feel so good. You know, these actually are, the pigments are hand milled in organic castor seed oil. So when you put the powder in with the oil and they put it through the press, we're using an organic castor seed oil. It's a very balmy formula. They say, I can't even remember, but the tagline around it is our first kiss made balmier. So it's that first lip product we did, but we made it more balmy. So it feels really soft, really moisturizing. It doesn't, some of these lip tints, I feel like they would dry the lips out. This actually makes your lips feel better as you use it. And that matters. Otherwise, you're constantly reapplying and you feel like you get addicted to it in a certain way. I feel like that's not the same with these as much. So
yeah. And what about, so your mascara is also amazing. Do you have any tips?
Yes, I think, which one do you have? Do you have Fullest?
I have Fullest Volumizing.
That's right. So that's our new one. Tip number 1, always curl your eyelashes.
Okay. I'm going to curl mine.
Dude, got it. So I've got a Shu Uemura curler, which I've had for, I'm embarrassed to say how long, probably like definitely in the double digits.
I have a Tweezerman eyelash curler. Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know if you can get these in the US anymore. I know you can get them in other, I know if you have people joining from Japan, they probably have it there. But you want to make sure that it gives you a good lift and a good curl. And when you go into curl, I actually, if you want to make a bigger curl, you pump it a couple times. You find the right place, then you kind of just pump, and immediately it just lifts them up a little bit more. So with the volumizing mascara, this is a bigger brush, and it's different than Limitless Lash, which is our number 2 mascara at Sephora, and it is more of a lengthening, lifting, eye-opening mascara. This one is definitely there to build more volume. It's got a much bigger brush with more of kind of an hourglass shape, which is more classic. Yeah. But the formula has a lot of the same principles. It's safe for sensitive eyes, safe for contact lens wearers. It washes off relatively easily with a light cleanser. And for this, I just like to make sure that I'm wiggling. I start at the base and kind of wiggle up. Some people, you know, they'll pull down on the lashes to coat the tops. I find that weighs them. So I just like to ensure that I'm kind of going around the lashes. And
it goes on beautifully, and I actually have sensitive eyes.
Yeah, and it's okay for you? And I'm quite sensitive too. I actually like to take my finger and separate the lashes. I believe everybody probably has their own hacks.
Yeah.
But
I do that same thing.
And I think, you know, it's almost like it's naturally like you want to do that. And you can layer this.
And look at the difference.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely like
mascara and no mascara.
It's
and
fun.
I'm gonna put it on the bottom as well. Do you do the bottom?
I do. Sometimes I use our other one, Limitless, because the brush is a silicone brush, which you can have a bit more control with, but you can take the end of this, and I would just be very careful because the brush is bigger, and I almost just drag a little bit along the edge of the lashes, and it gives that immediate definition.
Yeah, and this is kind of buildable too.
Absolutely. It's wetter, and I like wetter because otherwise if it's too dry, it can look kind of more spidery or a little bit flaky.
I agree. I like it that the consistency is great.
Yeah, and we've got arginine in here. There's vitamin B5. So there is some lash fortifying ingredients that are here, and it's just very gentle. You know, I think anything fiber-based can make your lashes look bigger, but again, I mean, similar to you, my eyes are so sensitive, they would actually swell or get so red, or I always would feel like I would have something in them.
Yeah.
So I think really, you know, at Ilia, outside of making a clean formula for the eyes, we really look to cater to people with sensitivities, and we do have it clinically tested as safe for sensitive eyes and contact lens wearers.
Great. I love doing all the clinical testing because it really just gives that assurance to the customer that it's been tested, and that you know if you do have sensitive eyes or sensitive skin, that this is something that's already kind of been through that phase. Yeah, absolutely. It's really, really important. And this, of course, like you and I probably did a lighter, like what I would wear every day, but for those that really like to build, you can, you know. And I think, again, if you feel like it's getting too full, you can take your finger and just kind of move the lashes ever so slightly. You can layer our mascaras as well. You can start with Limitless for length, and then you can add Fullest for more volume. So that's something kind of nice to do as well. But some people like one more than the other. Some people like both. I think mascara is a mood, or makeup is really a mood in a lot of regards. And some days your mood may be more length. Some days it may be more volume. I actually would say this is probably my favorite because it seems like a wetter texture.
Yeah.
Than the other
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it is. And you definitely can get more volume. You know, so I think for me, it's funny. In the fall, I've been wearing it quite a bit more. In the summer, again, my mood is calling for something lighter or something different. And during the week, I'll wear this. During the weekend, I'll wear Limitless.
Yeah, that makes sense. I love that. Well, it's gone on super easy. And you definitely see a difference.
Yeah, no, it looks
between
amazing.
when I came on and now. What else do we have here? Well, I have my multi-stick.
Oh, yes.
That I sometimes, will use.
Yeah,
and what's great is you can use it on your lip, on your cheek, and then also a little up here too.
Yes. Yeah. No, we've got great shades in the multi. It's very, this actually has a lab label. So I got to cover it
Oh
up.
yeah,
I have all my samples here. But
I know.
yeah,
I'm the
you
same
know,
with Cora. It's the same.
yeah, but
Constantly
really,
trying samples.
I know if I could turn the camera around, you guys wouldn't even see. It's just like an exploded amount of stuff in my bathroom. We renovated it roughly a year ago and it changed my life. Although now I'm running out of storage. I can't believe it. I've taken over my husband's side.
Oh, I know, same. Luckily, my husband is fine with that.
He's okay with it too. Yeah,
Yeah,
mine
he's
too.
okay. Yeah. He actually, what's interesting is he actually, I don't know if we sent you this one, but the turmeric brightening and
Yes.
exfoliating mask,
Yes.
we keep this in the shower, and both my
Is
husband
it?
and
Yeah.
I use it every morning as like a scrub, and it
Okay.
actually preps your skin. It's like a facial in a tube. It
Yes.
preps your skin so well for makeup, and I find that my makeup sits better and my moisturizer sits better after I've used this scrub, because it's really just so, it's got papaya enzymes, aspen bark, it's got the physical exfoliation in there, and this is just like, I don't know, probably my favorite product.
Oh yeah, no, I think that's amazing. You know, I absolutely love papaya enzymes. We're using it in our lip wrap, our overnight treatment mask, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
such a great exfoliator. You know, I think it's nice to be able to.
Oh no, I can't hear you.
Hmm?
Oh, there you go. We lost you for a second. I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I was just saying the papaya enzymes and having that exfoliation is so key to ensuring that the makeup does sit properly.
Yes.
You know, I really think overall, you know, good skin health,
Yeah.
it will really show with your makeup, and I respect that it also is a journey for everybody to get there. You know, again, having suffered from acne for so long, I thought I was like a failure in trying to figure out how to deal with it. And I still even had I've had two breakouts since my second kid, and I just attribute it to that there's some change in my body happening, or there's hormones, and I got to know that if I kind of stick to a regime and like don't freak out or put 100 things on it, that it will eventually pass through, you know. So although for me it took like a long time the first time.
Also, there's like a big connection between gut health and skin.
Yes.
And I don't know if you have
area.
celery juice, but my skin has transformed since I've been drinking celery juice every morning on an empty stomach.
Really? So you just do celery? Do you do lemon as well?
First,
No.
I wake up in the morning and I'll have my lemon water next to my bed, because I'll do that the night before. So I have a big bottle of water with lemon and I drink that. And then when I go down, after I get the kids up and organized, I'll go downstairs and make the celery juice, and we all have it as a family. So that's like the lemon water, I have like at least a glass and a half or something, you know, on my way downstairs.
Okay.
But the celery juice is what kind of really helps with inflammation. It really helps with digestion. It really helps with your skin. Helps with your energy. It's been a life changer for me. I think that you would really love it.
That's it. You know what? I've heard a lot about it, and I've tried it like some mornings, but I haven't done it diligently. And yeah,
and you need to be consistent for a month to really see the benefits. Like I drink this much, so 32 ounces.
Really?
Celery on an empty stomach every morning. So
how many heads of celery do you need?
Like 3 bunches.
Okay. So you have like a whole fridge of celery. I'm gonna have to fill it up.
I buy it by the carton.
Okay.
So like a box of celery.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's a really good tip. I think that's something I'll definitely try, because that is my weak area.
Yes.
I kind of know that, and I actually my appendix was taken out when I was 15, and I know they say you don't need it, but I don't believe that. I think if you're born with something and
yeah, it's there for a reason.
It's there for a reason, you know. So I believe, you know, and it is absorbing some of the poisons or the toxins in the body. So if it doesn't have anywhere to go, I feel like where is it going, you know?
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, that's something that, especially with age, I'm 42 now, I just feel like there's a big difference there. And, you know, I was speaking to somebody last night and he's so busy. And I said to him, you know, how do you balance it all? And he's like, I think of juggling, and, you know, health is one glass ball, family is another, and work is the plastic ball. And the work ball can fall down, but the other two, if you drop them, they'll break. That was kind of a really beautiful analogy.
Yeah, I mean the whole balance of the mind, body, and skin, the mind, body, spirit. I was studying at Integrative Nutrition. It's a course based out of New York, and that's all about the 360 approach to health and wellness. It's like, and you look at all areas in your life, like, are you having enough time with those you love, like friends and family? Are you, you know, making sure that you have enough time to give back to yourself? Are you making sure that you're eating well? Are you thinking, like, every thought we think has an effect on us on a cellular level? Are you choosing like a higher positive vibration thought? Or like, for instance, like if it's raining, we have the choice to be like, wow, I'm so grateful for this rain. We really needed that. And it's so cozy. Or we have the choice to go, man, I can't believe it's raining. Like, we are in control of our thoughts, and therefore we can shape our own reality. And
yeah. Well, in California, when people say, I can't believe it's raining, and having grown up in Vancouver, Canada,
the rain is so cozy.
We need the rain. We were away for the weekend in Santa Barbara, and when it rained, we were there on Monday, and it was just like all the plants had come alive. Like you could see they were so happy because they got a really good drink, which is in California so much needed because it's constantly in a state of drought. And yeah, it was, I don't know, it's a nice thing, and it's cozy. There's times for that, when we definitely need to go in a little bit. So
yeah, no, it's so nice. So it's been so good chatting to you. I don't want to take up too much more of your time, but is there anything else you want to share with everyone watching today? Is there anything we didn't talk about?
What did we not talk about? I know, I have a little list here. Are we doing something together? Isn't there something?
Oh, we are.
Okay.
If people follow you and me on Instagram, and check out our website, you can win Cora and Ilia. I don't know. There's all of the details are on both of our Instagrams. So yeah, I think we're both very busy women who, we're here and we want to provide people with some wonderful products. And I think our products are so complementary that it's so great if people win a package. And if they follow you and me, and I think they have to say like what they love about our products, then we choose some winners and go from there.
Yeah. So go check out our stories, go check out our feed. I'm sure our social media team will say, you guys, you were supposed to say X, Y, and Z. But there is going to be information up there if it's not yet, but I believe it is already up, and you have the chance to win products from both Cora and Ilia.
Yeah, well, it was so good to speak with you. I absolutely love speaking to other founders. You put so much into it, it becomes like another child of yours. I often say like Cora is my baby girl because I have 3 boys, and you just put that much love into it, and it's so fun to speak to another founder who understands the challenges of like starting your own company and like growing it from scratch and working on formulations, and to see that passion and to share that passion as well in the clean space is something that I really appreciate. So it was lovely speaking to you.
Thank you, Miranda. Thanks for sharing my story today, and thanks to everybody who came to join. Really excited to be a part of this clean beauty wave together, and yeah, look forward to doing more things together.
Yay! And I will upload this whole video to IGTV so people can watch it again. They can get the names of the products. Someone was asking what the lip balm was. It was the balmy tint, and it comes in
balmy tint
colors.
Yes. Balmy tint, and Miranda put shade Runaway on, and then I have shade Lady. So Miranda's a little bit more like a pinky mauve, and mine's more of a little bit of a cranberry. Really wearable colors, though. I think for those that are adverse to color, it's a buildable tint, so now you can do one swipe and keep it light, or a couple and build it up.
Well, thank you so much. It was lovely speaking with you. Take care, and until next time, everyone else take care as well.
Thanks, Miranda. Thanks, everybody.
Bye. Bye.